Today is a very special day. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith is back in cinemas for its 20th anniversary. I've got my ticket, so I'm off to see the film. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I've just got out of Revenge of the Sith. Please stay tuned for my up-and-coming review. Just on my way back from watching Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, it was amazing. Hey, what's going on, guys? War Brothers Collectibles here. So I've just got in from seeing Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Today was the first day of the 20th anniversary re-release. And wow, just wow, it was amazing. It was so good to see it back on the big screen. Yes, I was there 20 years ago at the age of 10, seeing Revenge of the Sith with my family for what we thought was the final Star Wars film, and we thought that would be the last time that we would see a Star Wars film on the big screen. So it was a big deal back in the day. You know, I remember collecting the toys, having the lightsabers, and yeah, just some really fond memories of this film. So it was an absolute joy to go and see it again on the super screen for its 20th anniversary. So right from the 20th Century Fox logos, that feeling of adrenaline and excitement kicked in. And then when a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then the opening crawl hits the screen, just sheer goosebumps. It was so good just to have that immersive experience once again. And the super screen at Cineworld, essentially their IMAX, so it was Dolby Atmos surround sound. Just to have that, you really felt as if you were there, and it was just a really engaging experience. It was just sheer goosebumps as soon as the film began. So I think the film has never looked or sounded as good as it did today. I thought it was absolutely incredible. The picture quality, the 4K clarity, and the Dolby Atmos surround sound was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And it was quite an emotional experience because when that John Williams theme really kicks in, you know, you almost shed a tear, and it's really powerful stuff. So it was so great to experience that on the big screen once again. Some scenes that stuck out for me was, of course, the opening space battle over Coruscant. That was absolutely stunning, and the sound on that was absolutely incredible. That rumble of the spaceships, you could really feel that in your chest. The whole screen was electric. It was shaken with that bass, and the opening scene was just excellent. And the duel with Count Dooku, the hum of the lightsabers, you really felt that deep bass, and the hum of the lightsabers was just really powerful, and that was a really great moment. And then the battle on Utapau, when Obi-Wan finds General Grievous and when the clone troops arrive, that was another great experience. The action just kicks in, and that was a real standout moment on this re-release. It was absolutely incredible. It's actually, yeah, as I say, it was quite an emotional experience because the scene where Anakin has told the Jedi Council about Palpatine's true intentions, and he's asked to wait in the council chambers, and he's having a quiet moment to himself, thinking about things, thinking about Padme, and then he looks out to the cityscape of Coruscant, and Padme at the same time looks out the window towards the Jedi Temple, and they sort of have that connection moment through the Force, and Anakin sheds a tear. That's but the music as well, the operatic sort of vocals. That was just a really powerful moment, and it was really quite emotional for me. That was another, although a tiny moment of the film, that was another standout moment. And then, of course, the duel on Mustafar, that looked absolutely stunning. I just thought that was really great. And then when the Duel of the Fates theme, the reprise kicks in, and Palpatine is fighting Yoda, sheer goosebumps, just the sheer goosebumps. That was absolutely incredible. And again, that was quite an emotional experience. And the ending of the film as well was really great. It was great to experience that once again. So, although it's quite a depressing film at times and it deals with quite dark themes, it ends on that sense that although all the bad stuff is happening right now, there's always hope for the future and there's a new hope on the horizon. And you never know what's around the corner. And there's that good hope for the future. So it ends on that good, positive note, even though all this depressing stuff has just happened. Definitely go and check this film out, guys, on the re release if you haven't already. It was absolutely amazing to see it on the big screen. You will have an absolute blast, as I did. And yeah, go and see Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary. It was incredible.